living life through a digital dream. Whispers turning louder screams. Nothing's ever as it seems. Data feeder, lose your cat. Your DoorDash driver has entered the chat. Data feeder, lose your cat. Wisconsin cold, they don't want you back. Hungry hearts and careless clicks. Dangling ankles take a hit. Critics gather sharpened wit. And every action turns to a skid. Data feeder, lose your cat. Your DoorDash driver has entered the chat. Data feeder, lose your cat. Wisconsin called, they don't want you back.
It sounds like something that I would hear shopping at Hollister maybe like 18 years ago. I like it. It's very like Metro Station, mid 2000s. It gives like back when malls like weren't actually dead and had some life to them. It's very like Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know. I like it. It's fun music here. So today we are going to be doing a recap of our fun little stream that was for members only. So the only people that were able to watch the footage from last night were people that are a member of Amberlynn's channel. So yeah, if you wanted to see this footage, you have to be a member. I am not a member of her channel. The way that we have this outline is because someone DM'd me on Instagram about it. Someone went up to me on Instagram and said, hey, this is all that happened in her stream if you want to talk about it. I think that whoever writes these up does a very nice job at compiling all of the information that takes place in the live streams. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little recap of the live stream. And then afterwards, we are going to do the new update, which I believe is a weigh-in. It's either, yeah, I think it's a weigh-in. Weigh-in or eat with me, something like that. I think it's a weigh-in, though. So we're going to check in with our favorite girly pop to see what the weigh-in's all about. We're going to talk about it, see how she's feeling. She crashed out last night. Let me guess, she cried. Well, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to go through the outline. We're going to have to go through the outline and see exactly what happened in the live stream last night. I don't know. I have not read through all this yet, but I mean, it's pretty extensive. It's pretty extensive. So we are you're going to go through it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, get a nice little look at the Fat Hall of Fame before we begin here. I don't know. At some point, I just like stopped capitalizing everything. I don't know why. Getting a double carb, having a fan directly pointed at you. And then, of course, our bariatric crimes against humanity are reserved for the most heinous offenses of being gigantic. So the bariatric crimes against humanity are reserved for the more egregious actions that are taken by our girls. So not as long as Fat Hall of Fame. Fat Hall of Fame is pretty deep now. We have 15 bullet points, but the bariatric crimes, I mean, we only have 4 of these. So, yeah. So we are going to be doing the outline. First, I want to check in with a couple of these super chats that were just sent in. Amber, social media manager, thank you so much for 10 months, even though you're always getting in trouble on the Twitch chat, it seems. You and Juniper are always butting heads. Can't wait to see how many chats I get removed this month. I was in a car wreck 2 days ago, but I'm in physical therapy and trying to recover. Still time for fat girl drama. Oh, God, I am so sorry to hear that. In 2018, I got rear-ended and I had to go to physical therapy too. And like, I just remember my neck. Oh, God. But after the PT, it was great. It was great. I'm thinking of you, hon. Hope you do better or feel better soon. Sunny81, thank you for 2 months. I got my 20-piece skins ready for this, looking fresh, Jordy. Oh my God, so you have already pre-peeled the McNuggets, so you only have the skins? I love that. I absolutely love that. Do you have the dipping sauce ready as well? That's the real question. Carissa, hey Carissa, thank you so much. You're looking sharper than Foodie's knives with the new hair. Are Foodie's knives pretty dull? Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you sending that in. Nini, hi Nini. Finally back from my honeymoon in Honduras. I had fun, but I miss Girl World and specifically Jordy. I'm also recovering from food poisoning. Lots of love from buddy Karomi and I. Hello, Karomi. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you had an awesome time in Honduras. Lovely honeymoon. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thanks for stopping in tonight. All right. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Should we get started with this little outline situation type deal here? I mean, there was a lot that went on in last night's live stream, so there is a lot to be discussed. I know that Salty Crab also does a recap to this as well, so I don't know. Maybe the same person that DMs me on Instagram this outline is also DMing them. I'm not sure. Oh, boy. Okay. Her ceiling fan made an appearance. The infamous ceiling fan, the infamous blinds, the infamous couch cushions. I love to see it. Love to see it. Well, not that I love to see it because I don't watch the live stream. I get DM'd about this. So yeah. Okay. So let's start with the recap of Ms. Reed's live stream. It starts off by saying that if, you know what, do I want to make this like really big? Where is it? Okay. So Amberlynn starts off by, greeting the chat and everything, I would imagine. And then starts out with, if Amber were still living in Wisconsin, she would be going to Trisha Live. I guess the chat was talking about Trisha Paytas' tour, which honestly, I thought that Trisha was due in June. Because I have tickets. I have tickets to go see Trisha live in, I think it's the first week of June. And my friends and I were kind of wondering like, oh God, like, is she going to like give birth? Like, are they going to cancel it? What's going to happen? But then I saw, it was either yesterday or the day before that she announced that she's going to have her baby Lullaby on the 25th. So I guess that she's going to get induced this Friday and is going to be having Lullaby this Friday. So, I don't know. They were talking about Trisha Paytas' little tour here. Amberlynn said, oh, they don't have it here, but if I were in Wisconsin, I'd go. So I guess that means like if she were still in Wisconsin, she would have Emily drive her to Trisha Live, similarly to what she had done with the Billie Eilish concert. That's a name. Yeah, I mean, well, what are the other kids' names? Malibu, Elvis, and Lullaby. I think that those are the three names. Malibu, Elvis, and Lullaby. Yeah. Is her third kid? I think it's her. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's her third. Oh, God. Amber will travel to Pittsburgh for the Trisha concert. I'm not really, I don't know. Like, my friends suggested it. It was just like something to do. It was like, all right, whatever. Let's see how it is. Okay. But Amberlynn also starts off the stream by disclosing that she doesn't feel well. So this kind of sets the mood for the whole stream. She's just kind of low energy. She's very irritable. She doesn't want to put up with people's shit. If she sees something annoying, she just blocks it. She deletes it. She doesn't care to banter with the chat. She's very at her wit's end. It very much gave like, I'm here because I have to be, not because I want to be. Which, I mean, has kind of always been suggested as Amberlynn's vibe toward her live streams, because she only does this once a week, and every week, as soon as it hits the 2-hour mark, she immediately presses end stream. So, Yeah, she starts off the stream by telling us that she's not feeling well and then later discloses that she has cellulitis again. How did Amberlynn get cellulitis for the like the billionth time? It was flooding really badly. It was up to her calf. So, I mean, I guess like what that means is she was outside on the sidewalk or in the road or something. Maybe like in the multiple trips that she was taking Twinkie, like, I don't know, was Twinkie like going like full out wild thornberries down the streets of Oklahoma City, like a lazy river or something like that. But Amberlynn must have stepped into some body of water, and I guess that the water soaked through her pants and got on her legs. And then as a result, that dirty water infected her leg and she got cellulitis to it. In her leg. I don't know. I mean, she also made a mention that she was prone to cellulitis because she has lymphedema. She talked about lymphedema a whole lot. The parking lot was flooded. There was flooding in her apartment's area. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of what I was getting. I mean, I don't know. I just, if I was Amberlynn, if I were Amberlynn and I was someone that habitually got cellulitis, I wouldn't think to step into flood water. I mean, sometimes like you'll see those like crazy videos online of like people like dancing out in like flood water and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, that water is filthy. Like you might as well go do like somersaults in the sewage water. Like, I don't know what, but I don't, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she thought that she would be okay if she was only in it for like a step or two. I don't know. But kind of, I mean, what that suggests to me is there are ways in which water can penetrate into her skin. So I don't know if it's like from a cut or if she has open sores, but if water is getting through her pants and is seeping into her leg, that kind of suggests to me that she is really, really susceptible, vulnerable to this kind of cellulitis flare-up. I mean, Amberlynn looks at her stove a wrong way and she gets cellulitis. I mean, how many times have we heard Amberlynn say that she has cellulitis? I mean, there was a period of time a couple years ago when she was just taking antibiotics like back to back. I mean, she would get antibiotics, she would clear the cellulitis up, she would talk about, feeling better and everything, and then she would get it again. And it was just like, oh my God, she's getting it constantly. And I mean, to talk about like antibiotic resistance and the overuse of antibiotics, it's like, so she talks a lot about how it's kind of easy for her to get cellulitis. I mean, it obviously gives her a little bit of anxiety that she continues to get cellulitis like this, because it did bring her to tears at one point. She started to cry a little bit. She was kind of getting a little bit of anxiety talking about the cellulitis, so she did get a little bit emotional at one point. And then she just kind of briefly talked about why it is that she gets cellulitis so frequently. The chat talks about that it's not good for her to get antibiotics, but I mean, I don't think that they're telling her that anything that she doesn't already know. So, the overuse of antibiotics, I mean, Amberlynn taking antibiotics all the time like that. Laurel ignores the antibiotics talk. I would imagine that just gives her anxiety. I mean, it doesn't, because I mean, like, what are you going to do? It's like, because like the only way to get rid of cellulitis is to take the antibiotic, yeah? So, I mean, she has to take the antibiotics. So it's like telling her, Amberlynn, you shouldn't be taking so many antibiotics. It's like, well, what is she going to do? So, I mean, I guess like, I don't know in terms of like how Amberlynn could make her lymphedema or lipedema better so that she isn't as susceptible to cellulitis. But I would imagine that losing weight would help. I mean, losing weight helps with it, like practically everything. It helps with everything. Antibiotics won't work if you have chronic inflammation. I will say that at one point during the stream last night, she did say that I think it was when she was a teenager, she got cellulitis and she was taking antibiotics and it wouldn't go away. And, sometimes that happens with some viruses that you get. You take an antibiotic, you still have it. You take a different antibiotic, you still have it. It's like sometimes you need like multiple rounds of different antibiotics and everything. And she said at one point her cellulitis was so bad when she was a teenager that she had to actually be hospitalized because it just wouldn't go away. I mean, this would scare the shit out of me, but I mean, this is just one of many things in Amberlynn's arsenal that is really just kind of breathing down her neck in terms of impending doom. So really the only course of action would be for Amberlynn to change, would be for Amberlynn to go into inpatient, would be for the lifestyle that she is living right now, the way that she chooses to conduct herself, the activities that she does, the food that she consumes, the drinks that she consumes, it's not sustainable. So it's just a matter of time until something gives. Something has to give eventually. You don't take antibiotics for viruses? I misspoke then. Oh, you're right. Bacterial infection, right? Because viruses can't be destroyed. I misspoke. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, all of the cellulitis talk is really concerning, but I mean, it just kind of comes like this conversation doesn't really go anywhere because the conversation, which for many things that are relating to Amberlynn's lore and her lifestyle and everything, is she needs to lose weight. She needs to take better care of herself. She needs to go to inpatient. She's not going to do any of these things. So stuff like this, as scary as it is, it's going to continue to happen. And eventually it's going to be for the last time. So, I mean, it's pretty morbid. It's pretty grim when I say things like inpatient or in ground, but it's true. It's true. Later, the conversation turns to accusing Amberlynn of being smug. Amberlynn has been accused of being smug pretty frequently. I mean, this is something that you see with Chantal as well, kind of like a holier than thou, I'm better than you kind of attitude. Amberlynn denies that she's smug. She goes on to say that she's never been called smug in real life, and if you knew her in real life, you wouldn't think that she was smug, and Amberlynn is almost always perceived differently online than she is in real life. She offers an apology to the people that are calling her smug in the chat, saying, "I'm sorry if you feel smug." And as we've discussed in the past, this is not an apology. This is not anything. I would just rather you say nothing at all. Honestly, I would rather have you spit in my face and say, "Yeah, I'm smug, so what?" than say this. Sorry if you feel I'm smug. Sorry your feelings got hurt. Sorry you're upset. Like, that doesn't mean anything. If you've ever received an apology like this before, you know that this doesn't mean anything. So, I mean, the whole smug conversation, Amberlynn doesn't think that she's smug. If you think that she's smug, if you think that she thinks that she's smug, like, that's all on you, boo-boo. That's all on you, because she's not smug, and if you knew her in real life, you wouldn't think that she was smug, okay? Got it? Good. Carissa, thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. Our lovely mod here on YouTube has sent in 10 gifted memberships to expand the community. Thank you so much, Carissa. I appreciate that. I don't know. Do we have an emoji for Carissa? I don't know. Blonde woman emoji, maybe? Sorry you're blind. Oh, I was being genuine. Sorry you were offended. Yeah, sorry you got offended, etc. I don't need her to apologize for being smug. She's only hurting herself. I mean, like, when we talk about stuff like this, I mean, at the end of the day, there's only one person that suffers from this. I mean, we all close our laptop lids. We all power down our phones. We all go to bed for them. Like, we all go on to our separate lives. I mean, Amberlynn is the one that has to go back into living within the quarter-ton prison, having infection after infection after infection. So, I mean, if you want to come on here and you want to be smug and you want to act like everything's all right, I mean, I don't know if that's just her coping. I don't know if that's a front, but I mean, Amberlynn and Chantal get accused of being smug pretty frequently, but they deny it. No smugness. No smugness around here. And if you feel that they're being smug, well, sorry you feel that way. Oh, God. The conversation begins to move on into conspiracy theories. People were talking to her about the moon landing. Amberlynn has been pretty outspoken about the moon landing in the past. She vehemently says that the moon landing never happened, that things about space, people going to space, it's not true. At one point, someone sent in a super chat and said, "Hi there, my great grandfather," or something like that, was Tom Dolan. You can look him up, and he did a lot of work into the moon landing. He did a lot of work about space. And Amberlynn just basically said, "Thank you for the super chat, but it's going to be an agree to disagree situation type deal." She fights with the chat a little bit about the moon landing, about space in general. And then people kind of just take that and run with it and say, well, if you don't believe in the moon landing and you don't believe in space, do you believe in ghosts? Which Amberlynn does not. And then they said, do you believe in Bigfoot? And she says no. And then she talks a little bit about Katy Perry's thing, says that it's absolutely silly that even happened. Kind of dogs on Katy Perry a little bit, but I feel like we've already talked about that. I feel like we've already talked about the Katy Perry thing a little bit in one of her previous vlogs, but she just says that the technology was not there. There's no way that possibly could have been real. And that space, people going into space in general and stuff like that, it doesn't happen. It's not real. Someone asked if she believes in Helen Keller, to which she says she does not. I don't really know what that means. But Amberlynn does not believe in Helen Keller. This was quite literally a quote taken from yesterday's live stream. I do not believe in Helen Keller. So I don't know if that means like she didn't exist at all. I don't know if that means like the things that Helen Keller has been attributed to accomplishing back when she was alive. I don't like if she believes like that didn't happen. It didn't happen to the extent that they say it happened. But Amberlynn does not believe in Helen Keller. So I suppose you guys can interpret that in any way that that you want to. But if it's about the moon, if it's about ghosts, if it's about Bigfoot, if it's about Katy Perry going to space, or it's about Helen Keller, Amberlynn's not on board with it. She also says that she doesn't believe in the sun. Well, not exactly. Someone asks her if she believes in the sun, to which she thought that was a pretty funny way to phrase it. Because she says, well, what do you mean I don't believe in the sun? Just look up. Because, she goes on to say that she thinks the sun is real. She believes in the sun, but she thinks that it's a lot closer than they say it is. So I think like the fun fact that's been shoved down our throats, like since we were in elementary school, was like the sun is like 93 million miles away from us or something like that. Amberlynn believes that the sun is not actually 93 million miles. So I guess maybe Amberlynn doesn't really doesn't comprehend the fact that, comprehend the concept of light years and how big space actually is. I mean, you would think out of anyone, Amberlynn would realize that space is pretty big. I mean, mean. But Amberlynn believes that the sun is a lot closer to us than they say it is. So I think it's like 93 million something miles like that. So I guess maybe Amberlynn thinks that it's a lot closer. The chat starts to talk to her a little bit about touching her hair nonstop. I kind of interpret this as a nervous tick. Maybe she was just like fidgeting, didn't really like know what to do. So because she's mentioned before that she gets anxious on these live streams. Because it's live, if she says something, she can't go back and edit it out later. I mean, it's like people have it recorded and all that stuff. So, she's touching her hair and stuff. And, instead of saying it's because she's anxious or because she's not feeling well or whatever, she claims that the reason why she kept touching her hair in last night's live stream is because it's so soft. So I guess that is a suggestion that Amberlynn had recently washed, maybe even conditioned her hair as well. So Amberlynn kind of turning lemons into lemonade here with the anxiety claims, and kind of shifting it into, oh no, I'm not fidgeting with my hair or touching my hair because I'm anxious. I'm touching my hair because it's so soft. So for anyone out there who's wondering, Amberlynn's hair is very soft. Milk or juice, thank you so much. I'm down 50 pounds thanks to a GLP that doesn't work, and our and our Girly Pop's inspiration of what not to be. Can I get a skinny? Oh my God, congratulations to you. 50 pounds down on a GLP. I love when you guys share this information with me. It's really nice to hear that these drugs are helping so many people. I know it's kind of unfortunate that Amberlynn has had access to these drugs and just, for one reason or another, she decides to discontinue them. But the fact that you guys are able to get on them, you're able to stay on them, you're able to see the progress and everything, I bet you feel a world of a difference. 50 pounds is crazy. That's awesome. Congrats. Abby Luna, thank you so much. I've been waiting for this all day. Can I get a skinny? Okay. The skinnies on demand. It has to be the right scenario. You know what I mean? Like something has to be done. Something has to be said. Something has to occur for skinny to be triggered. So keep that in mind with the say skinny on demand requests from here on out. But I appreciated that you like it so much. Oh my God, I've been saying that for years. Thank you, Abby. Ramblin' Millie, thank you. I just told my dog in a grandma voice that he had to lie down because my stories were on. We love our fat girl drama. All right, honey, our fat girl drama's on. Find your spot. Cozy up. 1 second. I'm going to open up a window because it does get awfully hot in here. To the window, to the wall, to the wall. Okay. And again, if my fan's loud, just let me know. So yes, the reason why she keeps touching her hair is because it's so soft. And honestly, that's the reason why I keep touching my hair too. Not to push it back up into its corner, but because it's so soft. It feels so nice, Oh my God. So kind of makes a random mention of getting bullied as a kid. Amberlynn was severely bullied as a child. I guess, she goes on to say that she was severely bullied as an adult too, continues to be severely bullied as an adult. Someone in the chat says something along the lines of, well, didn't you also bully people? And Amberlynn didn't flat out deny that she bullied other kids or was a bully to other kids. But she said that yes, but it only happened one time in second grade. And she hopes that that person forgets that Amber bullied them. Those were quite literally the words that were spoken. Yes, I was a bully, but I only bullied someone one time in second grade. And I think by now, or at least I hope by now, that person forgets that I bullied them. That was quite literally what was said in the stream. I don't really know if I have any added commentary to this. I guess you can, speculate on whether or not Amberlynn was nasty to other kids or if people were nasty to her. But she made it very clear that all throughout grade school, high school, etc., she was severely bullied, but she only ever threw it back in other people's faces one time in second grade. But by now she hopes that person forgets. Oh, God. Someone eventually asks Amberlynn if she knows about Mr. Snowflake's new documentary, Victims of an Empath Beck, to which she says that she doesn't. She does the whole, what? What is that about? Who uploaded it? She was asking, all those questions, didn't know what the chat was talking about, knew exactly what the chat was talking about, but was pretending that she didn't. So, the whole thing about, new documentary? Someone made a video about me? I have no idea. So she has no idea, allegedly, about the Victims of Empath Beck, which, by the way, we'll be watching pretty soon. And then laughs at the fact that it is 4.5 hours. Someone mentioned in the chat that it's over 4 hours long, and she said, "Oh, like her usual Amberlynn thing of oh, well, that's hectic. That's hectic. There's no way I could watch that. That is way too long. 4.5 hour duration." I think it's more along the lines of that Amberlynn can't fathom the fact of actually working or putting something together that would constitute 4.5 hours of work. But, I digress. Randomly makes a mention that she believes Shane Dawson has changed. She says that she listens to his podcast, and goes on to say that comedy was different back then. Now, I'll be the first to say I don't know much about Shane Dawson. I know at one point he was friends with Jeffree Star. We watched his little interview with Eugenia, but I don't know much about him. I know he did the conspiracy palette, but in terms of like why he's problematic, why he was canceled, like I don't know much about him. But regardless of what he's been through or, canceled and then uncanceled or whatever, I guess he's doing a podcast now. I think he has kids, like twins or whatever. But yeah, Amberlynn believes that this person has changed. She likes him, his podcast, and, any type of thing that he said back then or any types of things that he did, you just have to understand that comedy was different back then. The things that offend people today and the things that, are okay or, passable, it was a different time. So I honestly, I'm just recounting like what she said. Cause I don't have any context for this cause I don't know much about him at all. So yeah. Ramblin' Millie, thank you so much. Six Bacons, welcome back for your 4th month on Twitch. It's my birthday tomorrow, but I can't have cake because I'm on a diet, skinny. Oh, no. Oh, come on. You can have a little bit of cake. At least like a cupcake. Come on. It's your birthday, Six Bacons. Have a cupcake. Or 6 bacons. Who knows? Amber Swamp Water Cellulitis. Thank you for the super chat. Why do we watch this ridiculous woman? Not that I'll stop. I'm just wondering. It's no different than a soap opera. It's no different than reality TV. It's no different than, something that you would find on like Oxygen or VH1. It's just, and it's kind of like more entertaining because like it's like real people because most of those shows are fake and everything. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of think of it as like reality TV. Just Jamie, thank you so much. Instagram DMs are the prime source for information. I know. You can find anything about the world, about the universe, like any bit of information in Instagram DMs. Okay, so people go on to ask her about her new friend that made an appearance in her vlog from Monday afternoon. They say like, "Oh, Amberlynn, are you dating that girl? Like, what's the deal? What's the deal with that girl that was at you at the buffet and with you at bingo? Is she your new girlfriend? Are you guys talking?" And Amberlynn coins the term bingo buddy. So I guess that this side character, I don't know if they'll be making multiple appearances. I don't know if they'll be back in a new vlog eventually. But she refers to this person as bingo buddy. So I'm guessing if we're not going to get a name for this person or a face, we're just going to go off of bingo buddy. This could just be like a one-time appearance thing. I don't know if this even like needs a term for it, but bingo buddy is what she said for the recent side character appearance. The only information she gives about this person is that bingo buddy is older than Amberlynn, is married, and has a family. Okay, so I don't know where Amberlynn met this person. Maybe she met this person at bingo. Maybe it's like somebody that her mom works with. Maybe it's someone that her mom knows. But Amberlynn makes it abundantly clear that this is not a new girlfriend. This is not a new love interest. You guys don't have to speculate on whether or not she has romantic intentions with this woman that she's been going to bingo with lately. But yeah, not a new girlfriend. It's somebody with a family. They're married, and they're older than Amber. So I guess like this alone is probably enough information for us to run off of to kind of come to the conclusion that Amberlynn's not romantically interested. But bad. So yeah, not a new girlfriend. Not a new girlfriend. So after all of the random chit chat and different topics that came up in the beginning of the live stream, Amberlynn comes on here and says that she wants to play Choosey with the audience. She says that she wants to play Choosey with celebrities. So I guess she introduces the idea to the chat of, oh, let's play Choosey. So I'll write a celebrity's name and then I'll write another celebrity's name and you guys can pick. and then the celebrity that wins moves on, and then we'll pair them up with another celebrity. So she wants to play Choosey via the poll option on YouTube. So Choosey Celebrity Edition begins in the chat. She has a prepared list on her phone. Some people begin to bitch. Some people begin to complain, roll their eyes, say, I don't want to play Choosey, Amberlynn. This isn't why I come on here. Like, can you give us like a little bit of your attention? So, I mean, you know, all the while that this conversation was taking place, by the way, that's highlighted right here, she was playing on her phone. It was really bad last night. I mean, it's bad. It's bad every live stream. But I mean, the extent to which Amberlynn plays on her phone during these live streams is very extensive. I mean, you know, what have we been streaming now? Almost 40 minutes. I mean, take away maybe like 20 minutes. Like, could you imagine if we just sat here in silence and I played on my phone? That's kind of what an Amberlynn stream is like. So the people who tell her no, they don't want to play Choosey, she threatens to block them. Because she's fed up, she has cellulitis, she doesn't feel good. They should be lucky that she's live streaming at all. She's not in the mood for negativity, so anyone who types in chat, no, I don't want to play Choosey, they're getting blocked. So no, it basically came down to like coercion. No, you're playing Choosey, goddammit. Like, you know how one time I got on here with my Croc charms and I made the joke about like, we're playing Choosey, goddammit. It was quite literally that. So it wasn't like funny, like, haha, no, like we're actually going to play. Like she was actually like kind of putting her foot down about it. She was actually putting her ballet flat down about it. Like, no, goddammit, we're playing Choosey. And she's kind of said, like, if they weren't going to play Choosey, she suggested that she just end the live early. I mean, at this point, I think that she was on for maybe like 35 minutes. So she said if they weren't going to play Choosey, then she might as well leave because she doesn't feel good. So it was either Choosey or I'm going to turn the live off. So that's kind of what happened, went with Choosey. And kind of after all of this happened with like, we're playing Choosey, goddammit, and kind of like the nasty kind of attitude that came out from Amberlynn about the whole Choosey thing. People were asking like, you know, Amberlynn, like, why are you in such a bitter mood? Like, why are you moody? What's with the attitude? We're paying to be here. Why are you being nasty to us? So they, you know, basically asking her, like, why are you acting this way? And she says that she doesn't want to talk about it and she's regulating her emotions. So I guess instead of just breaking down, crying, whatever, she decides to regulate her emotions and doesn't want to talk about whatever it is that's bothering her. Someone follows up on that and says, oh, I bet you she's arguing with someone over text. Because, I mean, there was a lot, I just said it, but a lot of the stream was her playing on her phone. So someone says, I bet you she's like in a fight with someone. I bet she's fighting with a new girl. I bet she's arguing over text messages with somebody. And Amberlynn says to that, quite the opposite, actually. So I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean. I don't know how to interpret that, but somebody says, I bet you she's in a foul mood because she's arguing with someone. And Amber says, quite the opposite, actually, and then gives a smug wink. So does that mean there's a new girl? Does that mean there's a new love interest? Does that mean, like, I don't know what that means, but yeah, quite the opposite, actually, to someone saying, I bet she's arguing with someone. I don't know. So after that, she starts to do the Choosey stuff, which basically consisted of her putting up polls for 60 seconds. And while people cast their vote in the chat, she would play on her phone. So that would be like right now on the polls, like if I were to put up like 2 celebrities' names, and then while you guys voted for 60 seconds, I sat here in silence and played on my phone. That's exactly what it would be. So she ignored the chat mostly, continued to play on her phone while people voted, and then every 60 seconds, she would look up at her screen and say, oh, okay, this person won, and then she would start a new one. So this is basically what went on for a while. New vocab Lynn terms made multiple appearances in last night's live stream. She began to say combobulated a lot. This is new. new, combobulated. I don't know if she's been saying this in vlogs and I just haven't made a mention of it yet, but I don't know where she learned this from, but she's kind of been talking about her thoughts being all over the place, everything being jumbled. She doesn't really know what to say, what to do, whatever. So she's feeling combobulated. I don't know if that's going to be a mainstay. I don't know if this is going to replace hectic, but combobulated is a new vocab Lynn term. She was also mentioned to say pop off, I guess, quite a few times in last night's live stream. So 2 new vocab Lynn terms that you guys should write down in your notebooks because it will be on the chapter test. She also is doing this new laugh. It's kind of like a curled tongue hiss laugh, or like a curled tongue coughing laugh. That's kind of what it sounded like. It's like she curled her tongue and was going. Did it multiple times throughout the night. So I don't know if this is enough information to us to determine that she is talking to someone new, but it's interesting to see that there is terminology. New terminology. As we know, Amberlynn is a chameleon. She takes on she takes on the personality, she takes on the traits, she takes on the laugh, the everything of her new girl. So the fact that she's saying new terms, in addition to the whole, like, quite the opposite, actually, smug wink to, I bet she's arguing with someone. I don't know if she's gotten this laugh from somebody new or whatever, but she's doing this new thing, like, that's very much so what it sounds like. Will Smith eventually becomes an option in Choosey for the Celebrities edition, to which Amber says that she liked him in Saved by the Bell. And then after the Choosey Celebrity Edition round 1, she makes mention that she needs to take a break. So after playing on her phone for a good 20 minutes and barely associating with the chat, barely talking, she says that she needs a break before round 2. So there starts to be a little bit of conversation before round 2 formally begins. Sorry about that. She starts to talk about... the Saved by the Bell thing. So I guess, like, what she was thinking was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because I guess the word Bell is in that. But she said that she liked Will Smith in the Saved by the Bell. Yeah, so in addition to not believing in Helen Keller and believing the sun is a lot closer to us that they say it is, she also enjoyed Will Smith's appearance in Saved by the Bell. Okay. So we need to break before round 2, just because that was so mentally exhausting. It was so taxing. She needs to take some time for herself. Needs to really just, like, kick her feet up and really just unwind after all of that work was just put in with Choosey. So she starts to, what better way to take a break than to talk about our exes, right? So she starts taking shots at multiple exes. She starts off by talking about Destiny a little bit. She calls Destiny weird. Someone asks her how she felt about Destiny's 21st birthday photo shoot with, if you don't know of it, by the way, I mean, there's multiple video photos of it back then. When Destiny turned 21, she had this photo shoot in a local park where she was, like, laying in front of a cake, and then she was, like, hiding behind a tree, and then Amberlynn was in some of the pictures. Amberlynn randomly decides to shit talk this photo shoot that Destiny did for her 21st birthday, calls Destiny weird, says that her relationship with Destiny felt like brother and sister, which I kind of thought was a little bit strange, because it went from kind of trashing Destiny to, yeah, we had our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we were there for one another. So I don't know who's the brother and who's the sister in this capacity, but she said that their relationship was very much so brother and sister. At the end of the day, she and Destiny were there for one another, and she doesn't know what happened as to why they don't have that kind of relationship anymore. Moosker, thank you so much for the super chat. Trina, hi Trina. My cats Carl, Sasha, Pepper, Batman, and Marty McFly say hello, looking handsome as always. Thank you so much, Trina. Oh my gosh, bet you have your hands full with all them. Oh my. Shiny Penny, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. Hello, Shiny Penny. Franny, hi Franny. Just got off a 13-hour shift. Pause tailored, listen to you while I take the trash out and feed my goats and donkeys. Life is hecticana. Boy, sounds like you've a lot going on too. Might as well take a break. Take a break before your next round of Choosey. Grandma's recipe. Thank you for 6 months. I was replaying the last stream when you compared Amber to George Washington, and I wonder if that means that Emily is a founding feeder. Oh my God, Grandma's recipe. That is hysterical. If Amberlynn is George Washington, is Emily a founding feeder? Oh my God. I love it. I love it. So along the conversation about the exes, Amberlynn goes on to mention that we would have liked Jade. If Jade were actually a part of the cast, if Jade would have showed her face, if Jade would have made more of an effort to be on the camera during her time during season 5, we would have liked her. I don't know if that's true necessarily, but I guess we'll never know because Jade kind of took a backseat approach to being on Amberlynn's channel throughout her time that they were in a relationship. But Amberlynn kind of randomly mentions here that we would have liked Jade. She also goes on to say that Crystal's family was supportive of her. But I mean, she's always kind of said this. She's always kind of highly spoke of Crystal's parents and, you know, everything that they did for her and everything. So I guess like, at the very least, she's appreciative of it. Like, I don't know, appreciative with like a question mark on the end of it. Crystal's family was supportive of her. And then doesn't really talk about Beck much, but alludes to Beck and says that all of her exes, this was something that she said, all of her exes enjoyed being on camera, and it's annoying that they say differently now. So when we were in a relationship, everybody wanted to be on Amberlynn's channel. Oh yeah, get me in this shot. Oh, film me doing this and put it in your vlog, Amberlynn. Oh, get a shot of this, Amberlynn. But then after they break up, oh, you violated my privacy. Oh, I didn't want to be in your vlog. I said to not film me. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't know. So apparently during their seasons, everybody wanted to be on camera, but now that their season is over and now that they are estranged from Amberlynn, it's annoying to her that they're all saying differently. I mean, if we go down the list of the exes and everything, it didn't I mean, not that Casey really had much of a presence in the Amberverse in terms of like Amberlynn having a YouTube channel, because it kind of started in season 2. Season 1, Casey is just kind of like conversation. It's not really like footage, really. There's no really real footage from it. So, but I mean, just like thinking about it, Crystal didn't want to be on camera, really didn't want to be on camera. Destiny seemed like she was kind of indifferent to it. Like, it's like, oh, if you want to film me, sure. Like, if you don't, whatever. I mean, I'm sure looking back now, like Destiny would have appreciated not being filmed on the toilet and her butt crack hanging out at Walmart and stuff like that. But I mean, looking back at some of the other exes, I mean, we've seen footage of Beck. We've listened to commentary about Beck recently talk about how she would get annoyed, how they would get annoyed with Amberlynn shoving the camera in their face, like, hey baby, how you doing? Are you annoyed with me? Are you mad? How are you feeling? Like, Beck would get physically annoyed. Jade didn't want to be on the camera at all. So, I mean, I'm not really sure what she means when she says that the exes enjoyed being on camera and it's annoying that they all say differently now. I don't really know what to make of that. But shortly after that, round 2 of Choosey's Celebrities begins, and she starts to have a little bit more energy. The gloomy kind of I don't feel good cellulitis kind of attitude that she brought to the first half of her live stream, that's kind of dialed back a little bit, and she's a little bit more upbeat now. There starts to be a poll between Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, and Drew Barrymore, and she actually gets like a little bit pissed at the chat for picking Lady Gaga over Miley and Drew. like genuinely kind of annoyed that they picked her and Choosey over the other two. She calls the decision weird and depressing because Gaga is meh. Okay. I don't know. Later on in the Choosey Round 2 Celebrity Edition, she creates one between Betty White, Billie Eilish, and herself. But as soon as she makes the poll, she tells people not to vote for her, which I didn't understand this part of the live stream. So she makes a poll and says, okay, don't vote for me though. And of course, the chat did exactly that. They voted for her. And then Amberlynn wins the poll out of Billie Eilish, her and Betty White, and she gets annoyed. At which point, someone with the username Amberlynn's Ballet Flats gets blocked, and she gets a little bit smug. She gives us that little like side smirk kind of smile on her face and says, I feel powerful when I do that. So Amber's Ballet Flats, RIP, we hardly knew ye. They are blocked in Amberlynn's live streams from here on out. Toward the end of the stream, Amberlynn asks if anybody has any healthy snack or dinner ideas because she, quote, needs a new vibe to her life. So kind of, I don't know, I guess Noom isn't really doing it for her. I guess Googling isn't really in the question here. She wants the chat to suggest things for her, to which some people make some suggestions in the chat and everything. I don't really think that she heeded anything that the chat had to say, but yeah, she wants healthy ideas because she needs a new vibe to her life. I would say at 500 something pounds, yes, she most certainly does need a new vibe to her life. At one point she's showing her sleeves and she's showing her shoulders, her hair, and she's complaining a little bit saying, oh my God, look at all this cat hair. Look at all this dog hair. And she's kind of swiping it away. And then she pulls her hair forward and says, you know what, I'll just cover it up. And then she giggles about it. So there's all this cat and dog hair on her shirt. And instead of trying to like wipe it off, you know, Amber's not a fan of wiping. Instead of just trying to wipe it off, she pulls her hair forward and says, well, let me just hide it with my hair. And then she laughs and giggles about it, thinks that that's funny. Ursinate, thank you so much. I think you slept on an addition to the Fat Hall of Fame, buying clothes in the wrong size, hoping to fit in them eventually. I don't know if that's necessarily fat. I mean, I definitely think that's not a smart thing to do. Buying things with the hope that you're going to lose weight and fit into it eventually, because usually that doesn't come to fruition. Thank you, Ursinate. Ash Marie, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Bo Bay. So can I keep my picture? I missed my super chat a few lives ago and haven't had time to go back and rewatch. Happy Wednesday. Your picture. Am I thinking of your profile picture? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't remember what you're referring to, but yeah, sure. You have my blessing, as long as it's not like evil or hateful. I don't know. Sammy, thank you. You were the first reaction channel I stumbled on 2 years ago when you were just a voice with a background. Stay skinny. I barely remember doing reactions without a webcam. It must have been for a very brief period of time because I thought I always used the webcam, but I don't know. That just feels like yesterday, honestly. Thank you for being around for so long, Sammy. So some more random conversation pops up in the live stream after Choosey's over with. She kind of arbitrarily says that people like Tana Mongo can't be canceled because they are, quote, skinny, blonde, and rich. But nevertheless, Amberlynn still likes this person. I don't know much about this person at all. I know that she's friends with Trisha, and I know that she dated Jake Paul. That's the about extent I know of her. But Amberlynn kind of gets like a little bit annoyed because the chat is talking about this person and says that people like her can't be canceled. So I guess that means that Amberlynn is only hated because she's fat, right? And if you're skinny, blonde, and rich, you can get away with murder. No one will dislike you. It's double standard. I think that's kind of what she was suggesting here without saying it. She also goes on to say that everyone should be canceled. I don't really know what that means. I don't know how. Mongu, Tana made Cody Ko quit. Okay, I don't know who Cody Ko is. I barely know who Tana is. I mean, Tana is pretty hated. I don't know. But she goes on to say that everyone should be canceled. I don't really know what that means. Similarly to, I don't believe in Helen Keller. I don't really know what this fits in or what she was trying to After the little mention of that, she goes on to say that she is going out with her mom tomorrow, which would be today, which I guess would be like right now. She's going out with her mom, but doesn't want to disclose what they're doing for fear that someone may show up. So she didn't want to confirm or deny that she was going to bingo, or she was going to Walmart, or she was going to Marshall's, or she didn't want to say what her plans were for fear that someone might show up and do something. Recently in one of her vlogs, someone asked her if she would ever do a meet and greet, to which Amberlynn said, no, absolutely not, because I'm afraid that someone would show up with a weapon. Kind of the same thing. She said that she was going out with her mom tonight, but wouldn't give specifics past that. People were asking her questions like, oh, are you guys going to go to bingo? Are you going to go to Walmart? And she wasn't saying one way or the other. Someone also asked her if she wasn't going to get groceries with her mom tomorrow, was she going to order them to her apartment? To which I think that that's what Amberlynn does. I think that Amberlynn ultimately prefers to order her groceries to her apartment, because I don't think that she likes going to Walmart with her mom, because that means she has to get out of the car, she has to walk inside, she has to shop, she has to check out, she has to load them into the car, she has to carry them into the apartment. Like, she just would rather have it brought. But she says that she actually doesn't like so that this doesn't happen. She can have that done. She just doesn't really like to have her groceries delivered to her apartment. She prefers to go get them by herself. Similarly to how she doesn't ever utilize her apartment complex's trash valet, she prefers to walk it to the dumpster herself. So Amberlynn is definitely going out of her way to have all of this extra movement occur in her life so that she's getting exercise. Yes, most definitely this is occurring. Later on, I mean, this was happening throughout the whole night, but someone was, they start to complain a little bit more that Amberlynn's playing on her phone too much. She doesn't give the chat enough of her attention, to which she rolls her eyes at people saying that and says, oh my God, you guys literally have a brain aneurysm if I don't pay attention for 3 seconds. I mean, Amberlynn is on her phone a lot during that live stream. I mean, a lot of it is her just like sitting there texting in silence, but she thinks that people are exaggerating. The people that are paying $10 a month to be able to be there and watch her, she thinks that it's absolutely ridiculous that people are voicing their annoyance with her constantly being on her phone, saying that she's only on it for at most like 3 seconds and that they're overreacting. Mega Pop Pie, welcome back for 10 months. Nice to see you, hun. It's been a hell of a week, but Mini Pot Pie could come any day now. Oh my God, that is so exciting. Oh my God, Mini Pot Pie, I love it. Well, I'm thinking of you, hun. I'm thinking of you. That's awesome. Heath Bar Crunch, thank you. Is she going to lose the puddle of water by leaving the door open for giving her cellulitis? I know. Amberlynn versus a pile of water. Who wins? Well, I think with the ongoing battle between Amberlynn and water in general, I think water wins. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to see water in a dark alley go up against Amberlynn. I don't know. Maybe with her rascal, she could brave the elements and win, but I don't know. Can you report her to YouTube for not fulfilling her job to paying customers? No. If you pay to be a member on someone's channel, I mean, you're not really... Yeah, like that person is expected to deliver something to you. They're supposed to render a service to you, but they can't be held accountable for it. I mean, if you pay a membership to someone, I mean, it's... No. So, I mean... I don't imagine that she would be able to be held accountable by that. People throughout the night do try to fight with her and do try to say things to her, answer the hard questions, similarly to what happens in her Les Talk segments when people say, oh, you're answering all the easy questions, or you only address people that are saying compliments about you. You never answer the hard questions. Amberlynn, at the beginning of the stream said that she wasn't feeling good. She was dealing with cellulitis. She didn't want to deal with negativity. People are saying that she avoids comments that are calling her from people that are paying to be there. So people paying $10 a month to be in her chat, to type and say stuff. Amber says that she's not being paid to be called out by these people. She's being paid to live stream. So I guess if you're paying the $10 to be there and you want to go in and you want to call her out on her bad behavior, just know that that's not included in your membership. Being able to question Amberlynn's antics or call her out on her shit is not included in the $9.99 a month. You're not there to call her out. You're there to just sit and watch. She also makes a mention that she isn't scared of being called out. Call me out all you want. I'd imagine that she's not scared of being called out because, I mean, like Amberlynn has said recently, I mean, what hasn't been disclosed about her on the internet at this point, you know? So she isn't being scared of called out, and I don't think that calling her out would do any good anyway. So she just kind of ignores it and moves on. This is now toward the end of the stream. Things start to get a little bit spooky. She starts to act kind of strange. It was kind of indicative of her starting to have a little bit of like a panic attack, like toward the end of the stream. She says that she feels distracted. She's catching herself zoning out a lot. And her attention span hasn't been good, and she's very fidgety, kind of like the thing with her touching her hair all night and everything. She tries to immediately take her mind off of the anxiety by breaking out torrid cards, to which people say, Amberlynn, we don't want to see the torrid cards. We don't want you to read orca cards. We don't want you to do this. Like, this is stupid. You've sat here, you've texted, you've talked about your exes, and you've played Choosey. Like, is this seriously what we're... Yes. Seriously. So she at this point has no patience for anyone, to anyone complaining that she is now doing torrid cards. She says, bye to who's ever leaving. So people that are complaining about the torrid cards, that's all that she says. Bye to who's ever leaving. In the chat, then, you were allowed to send in your name, and at which point Amberlynn would shuffle this deck of torrid cards, and she would pull one out, and then she would read like 3 words on it. So, like, someone would send in the name, like, Brittany, and then she would read, she would shuffle her cards, pull one out, and then say, lovely, hopeless, unforgettable. And then she would read the next name. She would shuffle her cards again. She would pull it out. She would read. So, I mean, that's really what people were doing. People were annoyed with her at this point, saying that she was checked out, and she gets a little bit pissy with these people because at this point they had been bitching for a while, and she fires back and says, I have cellulitis, I'm on antibiotics, I don't feel good, my mind is in a million different places, and I'm trying my hardest. So this little blurb right here that's highlighted, this is what she fired back at the people that were bitching at her at this point in the stream. So just a laundry list of reasons as to why she wasn't delivering the entertainment that the people that were paying $10 to be there felt that they were entitled to. She also goes on to say that she loves her job. She loves YouTube. She loves associating with people on the internet. She likes having an audience. She loves it. She loves her job. I mean, just can't you tell by the radiating energy that, you know, that she brings to the table every time she comes to YouTube? She absolutely loves being there, and anyone thinking differently just doesn't understand. Toward the end of it, she starts to mute the stream a little bit because she didn't feel like typing, so she starts doing voice to text. You know how on some phones, like, you can press the little microphone emoji and then, like, speak into your phone, and it'll type out the text for you. She starts to do that a few times. So she just mutes the stream. So she mutes the stream. So she gets so lazy at one point that she doesn't feel like actually texting back with her thumbs. She just talks it into her phone, and then laughs about the fact that she's doing that. After the torrid card stuff, she starts to act very antsy. Starts to act very, like, kind of jittery a little bit. And she tells the audience that she's feeling weird. She's feeling restless, and she says when she gets this type of feeling, when she starts to feel like this, she anticipates an anxiety attack in a few hours. So I'm not sure if after she turned this live off or later that night she had an anxiety attack or whatever, but she anticipated an anxiety attack later that night. She said that she feels like she, quote, needs to get up and move around, but her body won't let her. So Amberlynn is kind of putting her panic attack into words for us here, says that she wants to get up, she wants to run around, she wants to do something, but her body won't let her. I've had I mean, I've only had in my life like one full-blown panic attack, I would say, but I remember like feelings of like high anxiety and feeling panicky. I kind of remember the feeling of like wanting to get up and move around and thinking that would make me feel better. So I kind of understood what she meant here when she says she feels like she needs to get up and move around, but her body won't let her. So I didn't really know what to make of that. But the overall vibe and energy of the live stream at this point was kind of strange. People were starting to comment in the chat saying like, are you okay, hon? Like, is everything all right? Do you need somebody to talk to? People were saying things like that in the stream. But yeah, she was saying things like this, and she says, an energy is telling me to do something. I don't know what this means. Somebody makes a smart comment about this, like, you know, oh, if your body says that you need to get up and move, it's probably because you're 500 fucking pounds, and energy is telling you to do something. Yeah, it's because you sit on the couch all day. So someone makes a smart ass comment about that, and she blocks them. People say that it sounds like she's having a panic attack. She's describing a panic attack. They talk about medication a little bit, and she says that she would never take Xanax. She starts to physically freak out a little bit, starts to like get a little bit antsy, a little bit frantic. And someone suggests that maybe she go to the ER if she's feeling like this, which is kind of like a common thing for people with panic attacks, like to go to the emergency room. But usually by the time they get to the emergency room, they're calmed down. Or if you do get to the ER, like they'll just give you like a benzo or something, I'd imagine. So she says that she's not going to go to the ER, and she gets annoyed with the person that suggests that because that makes her even further anxious. So the anxiety that she had prior to all of this, someone saying that she should go to the ER kind of confirms the way that she was feeling in her head. She gets mad at that person and says, why would you say that? Why are you telling me to go to the ER? I don't need to go to the ER. I'm fine. So she gets mad at that person. And yeah. She says, what the fuck? Yeah, quite literally, she says, what the fuck? Why would you say that when you know that I'm already anxious? Goes on to say that at this point, she should probably just get off. She has really bad anxiety, like a full-blown panic attack is approaching. She says that the quality of her live stream tonight was bad because she was sick. She acknowledges the fact that her live stream wasn't very entertaining. She acknowledges that her live stream was boring tonight. But she attributes yesterday's performance with the fact that she was sick. And then toward the end, this was at the very end here, she says that she actually doesn't know if she should end the live stream because she's afraid of being alone, which I don't know. That was kind of a concerning thing to hear. So she was kind of talking with the chat, and she was getting all worked up, and she was feeling anxious. But then she was like, well, if I end the live stream, then I'll be by myself. So like, I don't know what's better. Should I just stay in here and talk to you guys? Would that make the anxiety better? Or should I turn it off and try to unwind and relax and hope that it dies down? So she doesn't know what to do. So she starts to cry a little bit out of frustration from all this panic she's feeling. And then she starts to hype herself up a little bit. She starts to do a little bit of like deep breathing and starts to like say like, okay, I'll be all right. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. No, I'm okay. And then she says, actually, I know I'll be okay because after I turn this live stream off, I'm going to work on a Lego. I'm going to turn on background noise. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll go work on a Lego. I'll turn on like white noise. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So she says, I'll be fine like 1,000 times. Someone suggests that she call her mom to calm herself down. She says that she would call the mom if the mom was not asleep, and then she abruptly ends the live stream. So yeah, that's kind of the wrap up of Amberlynn's live stream from yesterday. Oh god. So thoughts? What'd you guys think? What'd you guys? So, I mean, all in all, if I were to give you a TLDR of this, it's crazy conspiracy theories, choosy panic attack. That's basically what the that's basically what the live stream was comprised of yesterday. So, conspiracy theories, choosy. So, I mean, if you are paying $9.99 a month, This is what you have access to every Tuesday evening. You can get in on the fun. I encourage you guys to subscribe to Amberlynn's channel. Be a membership. What does she call it? A stream queen? Yeah. Become a stream queen. I mean, you have access to all of this fun. You have access to all of these events. I mean, you get to bear witness to this firsthand. I mean, I really think that I think that I'm doing her a service here in selling this to you guys and encouraging you to become monthly members of her stream. But yeah, this so if you're not, this is what you're missing out on. This is what you're missing out on. It's coming up as $14.99 for me. Shut up. Did she raise the price? Did she raise the price? Oh, I swear if you're pulling my leg, I'm going to be pissed. Are you pulling my leg? Hold on. No, $9.99 a month. Are you in Canada? Are you in Canada? Maybe it's like a different currency. No, I'm still seeing it as $10. No. Okay. What's with the tomato emojis? I mean, it's mainly one person doing it, but what's that about? Veronica, why are you throwing tomatoes? Jordy, can you do the laugh again? It's the best way to describe it is like curl your tongue. Not everybody can do this. I think it's a genetic thing, actually. Not to like flex or like be arrogant or whatever, but like not everybody can do this. This like curled tongue thing. It's like curl your tongue and then kind of like get a little bit of saliva in the back of your jaw and go. She did the whole night. She was doing that new laugh. I don't know where she got it from. I don't know if it's going to be a mainstay laugh, but I mean, we've heard so many different laughs from Amberlynn over the years. Yeah. It's like a cough laugh. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to move on into the reaction. This is Amberlynn's weigh-in episode 5. Sometimes I watch the episodes ahead of time, sometimes I don't. I have not listened to this at all. I have no idea what is discussed in this video. The reason why you see a little bit of like red bar runtime on here is because I did skim through it to find a thumbnail for today's live stream. So I don't know what is said or disclosed in this, so this will be brand new for me. So let's see what Ms. Reed has to say. Let's catch up on some super chats and let's break out the icy. What do y'all say? Stoop, thank you so much. I'm late, but you look handsome with your haircut. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, just eventually it gets so long. I can't style it. I can't do anything with it. I mean, I've like played with the idea of like having long hair and everything, but I just don't think it would look good. Thank you though, Stoop. Hi, meow. My fiance and I were eating a late dinner when I got the notification, and I screamed, Jordy's live, before tuning in, much to his confusion. Shout out to him for putting up with my girl world antics. I could just picture you clearing everything off of the table and saying, shut up, Jordy's live. And him just sitting there like, what the hell is wrong with you? Fiance, you might want to wait until you get at the altar before imposing all this crazy on him. Ring by spring, but wedding by... never mind. I was going to make a joke, but that didn't rhyme. Replay gang won't see that. Whatever. Sometimes I misspeak. Great Jojo, hi. Watching you on the big screen for Girls Craft Night. Hello. Glad to be on the big screen. Hello there, Jojo. Catherine, hi. Gonna turn on the stream for background noise as I sleep. Hopefully no nightmares occur. Replay gang, love you, sir. All right, Catherine, we will see you on the replay. Happy to be your background noise. Hope you sleep good. Deborah, hi, Deborah. Jordy, can I ask, why do you wear your glasses sometimes and don't wear them other times? Just honestly, do you know what it is? My contacts rub. So like, I don't know if you can see it, but like my eye gets red. Like if you can see over here, like my eye gets irritated. So if I wear I prefer contacts, actually. I don't like having glasses on. I mean, you know, they serve a purpose and everything, but I prefer contacts. Especially in the summertime when it's hot. But it rubs. So I can't wear contacts when it rubs like that. So I have to wear the glasses. And then usually, honestly, you know what happens is I I let him irritate my eye a little bit. So I'll wear glasses tomorrow. It'll heal a little bit. And then maybe over the weekend, like come Saturday, I'll get to wear contacts again. Like, it's so stupid. And I already know I've seen optometrists before. I've talked to them like, oh, maybe the contact just doesn't fit in your eye your eye correctly. Like I've had conversations with optometrists. I've tried so many different brands like Oasis and like these daily contacts. Like I've tried so many. They all rub. I always get this like red scarring on my eye right here. It's so fucking annoying. But yeah, that's the reason. Amy, thank you, Amy. There's more historical evidence for the existence of Helen Keller than there is for Amber having cancer. Just saying. Messy super chat. Messy. Clean up on aisle 4. Thank you, Amy. Alicia, hello. Thank you so much for your membership. Welcome to the team. Try Acuvia Oasis contacts. I'm pretty sure that that's what I have. Look. Yeah. That's what I have. I have. Look, I have the Acuvia Oasis with Hydrolux. And these are like the daily contacts, so you're supposed to get rid of them after every use. I mean, sometimes I'll use them multiple days and everything, but I don't know. I've tried Acuvia Oasis. I mean, like, these aren't cheap. And I mean, they still rub. Like, I don't know. And then like I see like the stuff about like LASIK, and then it's like, don't get LASIK. I had a brother-in-law that gets headaches that are so bad now after having LASIK. Like, and then like there's like all these like other conspiracy theories that are like, you know what? Notice how all the doctors never got LASIK. Seriously, go to an optometry conference. Everyone there will have had. Will have glasses still. And I'm just thinking like, if I get LASIK, like, am I going to be screwed? And then like, there's all these other people that are like, I got LASIK 20 years ago and I'm fine. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I just need readers now. Like, I don't know. Do I get LASIK? Do I risk it? And then like, honestly, you know what kind of freaked me out was the thing that people said like, well, your doctor probably wears glasses. Why are they suggesting that you get LASIK, but they didn't get it done themselves? And you know what? That's the first thing I thought of, because my PCP wears glasses. And I'm thinking like, well, she didn't get LASIK. Like, I don't know. It's just, I get in my head about it. So a Plantro, thank you so much. Are you calling space big? I think if there's anything that you can call big in this universe, it's the universe. Oh, God. Looks like my background is a little bit wiry. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. All right, I'm going to start this. Let's see.
I'm getting around to filming this pretty late at night. I already did my live stream and everything. And usually by my Tuesday live stream, I've already had this filmed, edited, and scheduled to go up for the next day. But I'm not feeling the greatest, and I'm going to tell you the reason why in this video, so let's just get straight to it. First, we're going to start
okay, so she talks about her cellulitis in this.
off with the 5 questions that I do every weigh-in video, and where I get those is Instagram. So once a week I go on there and I say, ask me any weight, health, food related questions. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real? So I said that in a past weigh-in video because it's true. I've actually been contacted by multiple people who have been in 600 Pound Life, and I myself have contacted a couple people myself. And I'm also actually pretty good friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that.
I mean, first of all, who is asking this? Why are they asking this? I don't think that anyone is asking this. And I mean, what does answering this question accomplish? What makes you say eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated? So if you've never seen that show before, usually the first 10 minutes of an episode shows the daily routine of the person. They usually have the caretaker. They show like what a normal everyday looks for them. Starting from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night, how much food they consume. And I mean, in some of these episodes, like when they first wake up in the morning, I mean, they will have breakfasts so large that 2 men cannot shake hands over it. I mean, a plate of food so big that it has its own orbit. And so, I mean, like, what is she trying to accomplish here? Like, those scenes are exaggerated. They're not actually eating that much food. Okay, so, like, say it's exaggerated. Say that they're making too much food for those scenes to make it look ridiculous for the camera. I mean, they're still 600 pounds. I just don't understand what she's trying to accomplish by talking about this.
Have contacted a couple people myself, and I'm also actually pretty good friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that, and they do exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600 Pound Life. And I only know that because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I am also someone who is over 500 pounds.
Wait, that's hysterical. Her bun looks like a SpongeBob Krusty Krab hat.
Almost 600 pounds at one point. Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece with a large fry and act like that is any better?
Okay, like, who is asking this? This is so stupid, Amber. Why do people freak out about a 20-piece nugget, but don't have the same energy when it comes to a 10-piece with a large fry? Like, who is posing this scenario? Who are the people getting outraged by 20-piece McNuggets, but are also, like, not... I don't think you should eat either. Honestly, you know, at your size and everything, like, you should never be eating McDonald's. There's nothing on McDonald's menu that would possibly be beneficial for you to consume at your size. So regardless of what it is, I mean, I'm always going to widen my eyes, and I'm always going to say, oh my God, why is she eating McDonald's? Because you're 500 pounds. You shouldn't be eating 20 pieces, and you shouldn't be eating 10 pieces with large fries. This is so stupid. This is really stupid.
Good point, good point. I think just like hearing a 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you do the calories for a 20-piece nugget versus like a regular meal that you can get at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece nugget with a large fry, it's about the same calories. There's a little bit more calories in the nugget and fry, but the protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget. I'm not saying either of these options are good for you, but the same people judging someone for...
Why are you judging me for getting a 20-piece nugget when the 20-piece nugget actually has more protein in it than had I got a 10-piece and fry? Like, this is... We have strayed so far away from God at this point. I mean, I don't even know, like, where in the universe we are. There's more protein in the pink slime than there is a 10-piece and fry. Like, this makes no sense. This is exactly teardrop. I'm having an exactly teardrop moment with Ursinate right now. Like, who is saying this? She only eats the skin anyway. Yeah, Amberlynn, I thought you only ate the skin. Wait, she's on here saying, oh, well, it's better for me to get a 20-piece than it is a 10-piece and a large fry because there's more protein. I thought you only eat the skin. So this would be irrelevant with her own logic. Yeah, wait, what? This is probably an argument that she had with herself ordering McDonald's. No. People are definitely DMing this to her on Instagram. Kylie Cat, thank you so much. Wasn't there a ghost in the hallway with Beck? Sorry, I don't know what you're referring to. Thank you, though, Kylie. Carissa, thank you. If the snail emote isn't taken, I'd like the snail emote. Oh, that's too cute. All right, I will remember that. Let's go in the mental bank. Thank you, Carissa. Thank you so much. Talk to the Turtle. Talk to the Turtle with their raccoon profile photo has just sent in 10 memberships. Hey, guys, welcome. The community expands once again, just like someone else we know. We now have 10 new members, and that is a reason to celebrate. So let's get some turtle emojis in the chat for Talk to the Turtle's generosity. Hey, thank you. Carrie, by the way, thank you. Sticker ideas. No one cares. Eric's idea, cam up. We actually have a cam up emoticon. So if you're a member, you can use the cam up emoticon. It's like a picture of Chantal, like yelling, like she kind of looks like this. And next to her face, it says cam up. It doesn't get used that often because I haven't heard Chantal say cam up that recently, but I don't know. It's still there.
For ordering a 20-piece nugget, we'll also go to McDonald's and get the nuggets and fries. I think people like to play mind tricks because, like, when you see, like, sodium, for an example, on...
Whoa. people like to play mind tricks. That's an interesting new name for you, Amber.
Nutrition labels. You don't really think about your own sodium consumption. I see so many people telling me, oh my god, Amberlynn, like that's so much sodium in that ramen that you're eating, blah blah blah. But the same people will make rice-a-roni for them and their family, not realizing that that also has a lot of
the same people complaining about the 10 nuggets and fries versus 20-piece McNuggets are the same people that will eat rice-a-roni. Like, who are these people? Where is she drawing this sample size from? Who are these people? Are these the people that DM her on Instagram? The same people bitching at me about eating a 20-piece nugget are the same ones making rice-a-roni for themselves. Like, I have no idea what she's talking about right now.
sodium, or even just like a can of corn. They add sodium to these things. Everything has sodium. Americans just eat a lot of sodium without even realizing it. Have you thought about asking?
Well, not to toot my own horn, but speaking of sodium levels, I don't know. Should I pull it up again on the big screen? Stupid. I actually tested low for sodium recently.
ChatGPT how many calories you should eat to lose weight. So I never thought about it. So I decided to do it. And when I did do it, it prompted me. It was like, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me like age, weight, height, any medical things that could be wrong with you? And I like that aspect because like when you try to do these like metabolic rate things online, it literally just asks for your height, your gender, and your weight. And it's like, no, there's more to it. So I thought that was cool that ChatGPT actually asked for that. So here's the screenshot. And as you can see, ChatGPT thinks that I should.
You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Look at that. 136, baby. Baby, 136. How stupid. I don't even know if that like this probably isn't like a good thing. It's probably, I mean, it's in like the normal range and everything, but I don't know. Like ideally, wouldn't you want it to be like more in the middle of the green? I don't know. But hey, you know what? Anybody ever calls "Oh Lordy, it's Jordy" salty, you know where to reference.
Eat anywhere between 2,200 and 2,400, which is something I've always said. And it literally shows.
Wait, it told her to eat what? To lose weight safely, you should be eating between 22 and 24. Didn't Noom tell her to be eating like 2,800 to 3,200 or something like that? Well, this is significantly lower. I mean, I think that this is more than generous. 2,400 calories a day. I mean, I think that should be very doable, but it's not going to happen because Amberlynn's never going to successfully diet. She needs to join an inpatient.
200 and 2,400, which is something I've always said. And it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is slower for me due to the lipedema and the lymphedema and how that fluid retention shows up on the scale a lot, which I've also said to you guys. Pretty much everything that ChatGPT says in this screenshot is exactly what I've said. Like how my metabolism is a lot slower due to hysterectomy. It's also slower due to me having no estrogen in my body, slower because I went through menopause, and it's slower because of the years of yo-yo dieting. If you continue to like make your calories super low, lower than they need to be, that'll continue to mess with your metabolic rate. And then I got curious because there's lovely rumors always floating around that I should be eating like 10,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. That is wild.
Oh, wow. It's not even Thursday. We're not even in the tea or tail segment, and she's addressing rumors.
And so off base and untrue. Like, I know that, like, already, like, as
the AirPod. Yeah, is Amberlynn's left AirPod in the chat? I'm noticing that she only has her right AirPod in today. Where's Amberlynn? We have someone in the chat named Amberlynn's left AirPod. Well, it's not in her ear, so I'm wondering if it's in the chat right now.
As a person that's not true, but I was like, you know what? ChatGPT has never been wrong for me, so I'm curious. I was like, ChatGPT, how many calories do I need for myself to maintain the weight that I'm at? ChatGPT confirms the misconceptions are
AI meet AL.
not real. I need between 3,200 to 3,400 which is actually really easy for me. Like eating that.
Oh, she's saying that she should be eating 32 to 3,400. Wait, did you guys just listen to what she said? Eating lower calories messes with your metabolic rate. So I don't know. What is she suggesting here? That eating lower amounts of calories actually wouldn't be a good decision for her? Oh, hold on a second. Is this trolling? What is this?
Like, I know that mess with make your calories slower because estrogen in my body, slower because I went through menopause, and it's slower because of the years of yo-yo dieting. If you continue to like make your calories super low, lower than they need to be, that'll continue to mess with your metabolic rate. And then I got curious because there's lovely.
She's blaming all of the yo-yo dieting that she has done over the years as to why her metabolic rate is messed up in this given moment. Did you guys hear that? I mean, like, I this is what makes a good troll. This right here is what makes a good troll. I can't tell if she's fucking with us or not. I can't tell if she's just stupid. I can't tell if this is just entertainment. So kind of what she's suggesting, eating lower calories messes with your metabolic rate. So you don't want to do that. So you should eat what is suggested. So in her words, she would be bad. She would be in bad shape if she were eating 22 to 2,400 calories a day. That's too little. This is like during season 3 when she sat at the kitchen table with that pizza and said, I'm not even hungry, but I have to get something into my system. Well, it's not good to just not eat, so I'm going to eat pizza. I don't even like pizza, but I need to get calories in. And she proceeded to eat pizza. This is the same thing. We really are just on a merry-go-round.
Rumors always floating around that I should be eating like 10,000 calories a day.
Honestly, do you guys think that this is trolling? I'm curious. We haven't done a poll in a while. You know what? I think it's time for a poll. Is this trolling, or do you think that this is just genuine stupidity? Let me do a poll. Start a poll. Is this trolling? All right, I'm going to start the poll on YouTube, and then I'm going to go over to Twitch. Let's start the poll over there. Is this trolling? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see what you guys think.
To maintain my weight. That is wild and so off base and untrue. Like, I know that, like, already, like, as a person, that's not true, but I was like, you know what? ChatGPT has never been wrong for me, so I'm curious. I was like, ChatGPT, how many calories do I need for myself to maintain the weight that I'm at? ChatGPT confirms the misconceptions are not real. I need between 3,200 to 3,400, which is actually really easy for me. Like, eating that is very easy for someone my size. And it's actually pretty easy to do without even realizing it. And for some reason, people just don't want to believe that. I don't understand why, but like, I'm living proof because I am my person. I am, like, in my body, I am me. And I'm just sharing that based on my experiences. How often do you grocery shop? So I'll either go every week.
Well, I am my own person. I am me. I am my own person. Hold on, I want to hear that again. You're what?
Don't want to believe that. I don't understand why, but like, I'm living proof because I am my person.
I am my person.
I am, like, in my body, I am me, and I'm just sharing that based on my experiences. How often do you grocery shop? So I'll either go every week or bi-weekly. So sometimes I'll skip a week, but definitely only.
I don't believe this. I think that she gets groceries delivered multiple times a week. I would say at the minimum, she gets groceries delivered twice a week. she's kind of saying that it's like a convenience thing. So if she and her mom, if they go to dinner and they do bingo on Wednesdays, like after bingo, after dinner, whatever, they'll do like a Walmart run, and they'll go get groceries and everything. I don't think that this is the case, because I don't think that Amberlynn wants to get out of the car. I don't think that she wants to go in. She doesn't want to look for stuff. She just wants to get it delivered. I think that mostly her groceries are getting delivered. I don't think that she goes and gets them by herself. I mean, not saying she never does, because I mean, there's footage of her going in Walmart. There's footage of her shopping every now and then in her vlogs, but I don't think that she's doing it every week. So at a minimum, I would reckon Amberlynn's getting Instacart twice a week. All right, let's close down the poll. So we have no at 60% and yes at 40%. So no at 83% on Twitch. So Twitch thinks that Amberlynn is a bit more stupid than YouTube, it seems. This isn't trolling. This is what she genuinely thinks. This isn't her messing with us. She actually thinks that if she eats less calories, that would be ultimately a bad decision, because it would mess with her metabolic rate and that would screw things up. So 60% of you thinks that what she's saying here is actually what she thinks. This isn't her messing with us. That's spooky. Mimi Sparkles, thank you so much. Getting my thesis ready with research methods and ethics. Amber's disregard of science hurts me to my core. Oh my God. You know what? The moon landing never happened, and the sun is closer than they say it is. How about that? Exactly, Teardrop. Les eat. Don't worry, girls. I send in super chats every live, so he will say skinny. Oh my gosh. If I say jump, you say how high, Jordy. Skinny. Thank you. Exactly, Teardrop. Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Been watching Girl World since February of last year, and I've lost 80 pounds. I hit my goal weight. Amber keeps me on track. At least she motivates someone. Thanks, Jordy. I would love to know collectively how much weight Girl World viewers have lost from using people like Amberlynn and Chantal as motivation. That lifestyle and their appearance scares me so much that I'm actually going to lose weight, because I don't want to get anywhere near that. Oh my God. Congratulations, though. 80 pounds is a lot. Shelly, thank you, Shelly. After her most recent Rent Torrid haul, all I see is Feed Big Bertha arcade game. Anyone else? I'm not familiar with that arcade game. The only arcade games I really know are Galaga, Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat. There was like a Godzilla one I used to play. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Feed Big Bertha, but maybe someone else will appreciate that reference. Spudbug, thank you so much. Shane is a PDF who also defends the use of CP. I don't know anything about that. I didn't really elaborate on the outline about Shane Dawson, just because I don't know much about him. Thank you though, Spud. Big Cheriatric, thank you so much. Did someone just call me big? Well, it is in your name after all.
Once a week. Is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big? Y'all, the goalpost has absolutely moved. Like, it's ridiculous. So at first I would talk about my friend in my videos and people would be like, oh my God, she's imaginary, or oh my God, like Amberlynn's making up this friend. And now that you guys have heard her voice in my videos, the goalpost has moved and now it's a caretaker. Like, stop with the fat phobia. I understand.
It's not fat phobia if it's been confirmed by Beck and you that both Beck and your mom wipe you. If someone is wiping you, you have a caretaker. If someone is the reason why you are able to have means of transportation, they're a caretaker. I don't know why this is immediately in Amberlynn's mind resulting in fat phobia. if you're being wiped, which I honestly still think you are, in all honesty, you're being driven around by your mom. You have a caretaker, Amberlynn. I think that your mom is doing some of it, but I mean, to immediately accuse people of, oh, you just hate me because I'm fat, like, it's tiring. It's tiring to hear her say that. She says everything is fat phobia. Everything is fat phobia. Everything.
I understand that I'm really large, but I live by myself. No one comes in my apartment. Like, not even...
What? No, that's not true. That's just straight up not true. Your mom comes in your apartment. I don't know how many times a week. I don't know how frequently. But your mom is doing for you what Beck used to do for you.
My mom, every time we hang out, we're always hanging out, like, outside of my apartment. Going and doing things. And
that's not true. And then again, like, this would just be us having to take your word for it. Which, your word isn't good for much. I mean, and also, your mom does, yes, she does come into your apartment. I mean, there's been multiple instances in your vlogs where your mom has been hanging out in your apartment. I mean, of course, we don't know the extent or how long she stays or, you know, whatever, but I think that the mom is spending some amount of time in Amberlynn's apartment, helping her clean, helping take care of herself, helping her get organized, helping her wipe, helping her get her bed sheets on, helping her, like, yeah, you live by yourself, but in a way it's kind of like assisted living because the mom is helping out. Fat phobia. Slime privilege, thank you so much. The fact that you reading out of a notepad is more entertaining than actually watching Amber is so funny to me. Oh my God, got my handy dandy notebook. Carissa, thank you so much. Her bingo friend is married. Oh, she's her type. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Oh, no, that's not a romantic interest. She's married. When's that stopped you before? Oh my God. Heath Bar Crunch, thank you so much. My roommate talking about the Choosey. Oh, so now we are the abused girlfriend. Well, I mean, she didn't give her chat the option yesterday. It was, we're playing Choosey and you're going to like it. So, yeah, in a way, the chat last night was Beck.
Spending time out. I don't need a caretaker. I don't need anyone to help me with anything. Yes, I don't drive. I'm fully aware. But when it comes to the things that people are assuming due to the fat shaming, I don't need anyone. I take care of everything myself. I do not have a caretaker, and I have never had a caretaker, and I will never have a caretaker. My friend...
What? You've never had a caretaker before? Are these words seriously coming out of her mouth right now? I've never had a caretaker before. What was Beck then? What was Beck? What was your mom? You've never had a caretaker. Amberlynn, you have admitted to both of them wiping you. What do you call that if not a caretaker?
Friend is my friend because it is someone that I met in person and I realized I clicked with. I enjoy being around her and vice versa. We laugh, we have fun, we share the same hobbies, like literally just a friend. And
I mean, next thing, like after she gets done saying she doesn't believe in Bigfoot, she doesn't believe in Helen Keller, she doesn't believe in the sun, she's going to come on here one day and say, I don't believe in Beck. Beck never happened. Beck never existed. I never had, like, who? What? I never had a caretaker's wild.
And this is like also another reason why my friends or anyone in my life will never be on camera again. Yes, you'll see my mom here and there, but that is it. Because all you've heard is a voice and already the rumors are starting. All right, so let's get into the goals that I had for last week and did I succeed in those? So last week my goal was to follow a meal plan for 5 days out of 7 and I did not do that. I wanted to have like a huge veggie plate every single day for lunch and I did not succeed in all 5 days. So my goals for the next week are literally just to win over this like defeat that I feel inside of me. Right now, I literally just feel that defeat feeling. I am having emotions that I feel right before I give up. I want to beat the feeling more times than I don't. And then I also want to start drinking 3 water bottles a day instead of just 2. All right, so now let's talk about how my week went. So I was doing pretty decent. Amberlynn, drink 6 water bottles a day. Drink 7 water bottles a day.
It's not going to get you out of the 500s. You need inpatient.
Staying below the 3,400 calories that Noom wants me to eat. I was definitely eating in moderation, so I was allowing myself to have like the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of like fruits and vegetables and healthier foods into my diet. There was one day where I overate and I chose like the most horrific foods that day because, like I said, we are not perfect over here. Like if I woke up one day and I came on here and I was like, you guys, I've been perfect for a full year, it'd be bullshit because it's not possible. So this is where things get hectic.
You saying I've been perfect for a whole day would be bullshit.
A few days ago, I mean, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding.
Oh, here's the cellulitis story. All right, let's take it from the top. So she didn't go into as much detail in the live stream from yesterday as she is right now. So I really wasn't able to comprehend exactly how she got the cellulitis. Because to my knowledge, she was walking in a flooded area and it seeped through her pants. That's all I know.
It's not possible. So this is where things get hecticana. A few days ago, I mean, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding. There was flood warnings. It was really, really bad. And I was out with my mom and I didn't realize when I got home that the flood was going to be near me. So to get into my apartment, which was literally the only way to get into my apartment, I had to step and walk in water that literally like went up to the middle of my calf. I was pissed about it, obviously. Like I have lymphedema and lipedema and my skin and my body is just really sensitive to things. So I was soaking wet. My pants were soaking wet. My legs were soaking wet. My shoes were soaking wet. Came home, I showered. I sadly woke up the next day with cellulitis. So there's two versions of cellulitis. There is version 1 where I get all of like...
So dirty water on her leg got... Yeah, I mean, it must have had to penetrate her skin somehow. So she must have had cuts or lesions or something on her leg for the water to get through her pants and seep into her skin. It's the puddle's fault. Basically, she's beefing with a puddle now. Never mind reaction channels, never mind exes. We're beefing with puddles. So why is she complaining it's a free bath for her? So I guess once she got back in her apartment, she thought that if she immediately showered, that would erase any sort of possibility for her to contract the cellulitis. All right, well, let me just go in the apartment, wash up real quick, and then the cellulitis won't have time. Kind of like the 5-second rule, like when you drop food on the floor. It's like if you pick it up within 5 seconds, it's okay to eat. It's like, well, if Amberlynn gets back in her apartment and showers within 5 hours, she won't get cellulitis. Maybe like that's the mental gymnastics she was playing with herself. I don't know. But it's concerning that Amberlynn walked in a puddle and then ended up with cellulitis.
The physical legs.
Rain and puddles. Rain and puddles, eavesdrop.
Symptoms. Red, painful, like you can tell there's like a massive infection. But then I also get the shivers and I get 103 temperature. I am puking profusely. TMI, I have diarrhea. I can't eat for days on end.
Okay, I don't believe that part. You had me in the first half. You had me with diarrhea, vomiting, fever. That last part, no. We're not getting the full story here. Or we're getting the full story and we're getting some add-ons.
And I lose a bunch of weight doing that. Or there's B. I still get the leg is red. The leg is painful. You can tell that there is an infection. And I really just feel general malaise. Like I don't have any of those other...
It might be trench foot. Trench foot. You mean how like people in like World War II would get? MRSA? I mean, she's saying it's cellulitis. She's saying, I mean, she has gotten cellulitis. I can't count. I have lost count how many times Amberlynn has had cellulitis. So, I mean, if she says that it's the classic symptoms of cellulitis and it's all the same symptoms that always occur when she gets it, I believe her. So, I mean, we don't have any reason to believe that it's something else. So, I don't know. Trench foot. Feral entity, thank you so much. Super chat V card for you. I've been choker cheese deep from December to now, and I've officially made it to the live. Also, I'm down 50 pounds. Take that, Amber. My God, a lot of weight loss girly pops tonight. Congratulations to you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Feral. Laura, hi, Laura. Made a keto chicken crust pizza with the fiance while we watch fat girl drama. Skinny. Oh my gosh, I've had one of those before. I've had one of those, like, I think it was like an Oprah brand cauliflower crust pizza. I can't. I'm glad that you can, but I can't. So more for you. Momo Bami, thank you so much. I got my friend to watch Girl World today. Say hi to Gabby. Hello, Gabby. Thank you so much for sending that in, Momo. Court Jester, hello. I'd wager Silver Amber lets Twinkie suckle her weeping stumps. An elephant corpse. Okay, this is like Old English. I feel like I'm reading Shakespeare. An elephantile corpse puffed for sport and left to rot in a summer's blaze. I have no idea what you just said, but I'd imagine that that's like your shtick because it says court jester. This is like Old English. What the fuck? Thank you, though. Chazzy. Hey, Chazzy, how you been? Thank you so much for 14 months. I appreciate you being around for this long. Nice to see you, hun.
Puking, fever symptoms. That's where I'm at here. In both of these areas, A and B, I swell a lot, obviously. It's a really bad infection. So I got cellulitis.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I just realized this is a weigh-in. Yeah? This is a weigh-in. Isn't that the point of this video supposed to be like, oh, okay, this is how much I weigh? She's talking about puddles and her friend at bingo and shit like that. Like this, like everybody remember, this is a weigh-in.
From walking in the dirty water from the flood, which is really freaking unfortunate. And a part of me like knew that was going to happen. That's why I immediately came home and showered. But when you have lipedema,
well then, why get out of the car? I mean, can't your mom drop you off somewhere like that isn't flooding? I mean, like honestly, why just accept the fact that you're going to get cellulitis? Well, if I walk in this dirty flood water, I'm going to get cellulitis, but I have no other option. I mean, really, you have no other option? Like, you couldn't stand in the lobby. There wasn't like a parking garage you could go to. I mean, you had to walk in the dirty water. I don't know. She's setting the scene, Jordy. Why not just stay at the mom's house for the night? This is all just leading up for her to excuse as to why she gained weight this week. You think that this is just a whole song and dance for her to come on here and say, all right, I'm 526. It was that damn puddle. It was that fucking puddle. I'm up 8 pounds. You think that this is just a whole... Where does she come up with this? I mean, the storytelling. Honestly, she could be an author.
edema and lymphedema, like your lymphatic system does not flow the same. So that already makes it to where it's...
She gained weight because of a puddle. I guess if she can't blame other people, she's just going to have to blame things. So at this point, it's a puddle's fault. I don't know. If there were a way for her to blame the pets, she would probably blame Twinkie too.
harder to fight infections.
Well, Twinkie is named Twinkie, and Twinkies remind me of Little Debbie snack cakes. So I had to have a Little Debbie snack cake because I was craving one. So you know what? It's fucking Twinkie's fault. I mean, why is she named that? Ugh, about to leave the door open.
No matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you clean yourself, So when you have lipedema and lymphedema,
I mean, if you know this, why did you step into it? No matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you... So, like, why walking into that nasty water and then immediately showering did you think that you weren't going to get cellulitis? Unless this is just all fake, I don't know. Bubbly Chick, thank you so much for your membership. I think her ego has grown with the past few weeks. Well, maybe. Maybe she feels, like, bold and confident. Because, like, I don't know. I don't know if Zachary Michael's still covering her, but then, like, the whole thing with, like, Alexis and Beck and everything, like, maybe she feels like she's on a high. But, I mean, the thing about Amberlynn is, like, if people stop talking about her, if the ex-girlfriends stop making videos, like, there's going to be less interest in Amber, which means less views, which means less of a push of her name in the algorithm, which ultimately means less money. So, I don't know. She's, like, winning with a question mark on the end of it. I don't know. Slava. Hi, Slava. Currently all the way in Tokyo at 10 in the morning visiting my boyfriend Takuya. Even here, I can't stop watching Girl World. Oh my God. Girl World takes Tokyo. I love it. Have a nice time there, hon. Gabby. Hi, Gabby. How do you think Amber would react to the idea of... I don't know what that is. Let me look that up.
it also causes poor circulation to your legs, which also is another thing that prevents fighting off infections. But I stepped on the scale and I gained weight because I'm extremely swollen. Like, the infection has my leg super fucking swollen and it's uncomfortable. And
oh, she wouldn't like that at all, Gabby. So basically, Gabby asked, how would Amberlynn react to a philosophy principle that suggests that the most simple answer is the correct answer? No. We need to go 1,000 million different directions in our head and create a spider web of theories as to what. No, she wouldn't like this at all. Incognito, thank you. Another day reacting to our skinny queen. Just another day in girl world. Thank you, Incognito. Polish chick, hello. Is she afraid of someone showing up to a meetup with a harpoon? I'm sick and feel like ass. Here's some money. Oh my God. Yeah, she thinks that someone would show up to her meet and greet with a... They might show up with a harpoon. Oh my God. I can't believe you just said that. NJ, thank you so much. Had a bad day today, but I can't complain when it's sunny in Seattle and you're live. Thank you, King. Oh my gosh. It was really nice here today, too. Yeah. Seattle's fun. Nice little city. Thank you, NJ. Hope you feel better. Nervous Possum, hello. With how many stupid things Amber believes, I'm genuinely surprised she hasn't fallen for MLMs besides Octavia at this point. I mean, she wastes her money in other ways, so... Yeah. Maybe just MLMs aren't her thing.
And it just sucks. Because when you see my weigh-in, when I show you the screenshot from Noom, you'll see that I was losing weight. And then when I got cellulitis, it's like all of that didn't even matter. I immediately gained in fluid retention from the...
Oh, yeah, you guys were right. I mean, I guess like you guys could have maybe watched this already. But yeah, you predicted this. The whole puddle story about getting out of her mom's car and... the cellulitis and not feeling good and everything. Yeah, this was all her just setting the stage. Yeah, I gained weight this week.
The swelling. Like, it sucks. I feel defeated because it's like, I know it's not my fault. And after I heal,
No, of course it's not your fault, hon. Why would it be your fault that you're a quarter ton?
Genuinely, like, I want to switch things up a bit.
Amberlynn didn't get into MLMs. She got into M&Ms. Ah! Who was that?
Bit, and I want to start feeling like motivated and inspired in a different way because I feel like I've just been in this weird lull. I don't know. It could be just the fact that I'm literally fighting an infection. I'm currently on antibiotics. I feel like absolute shit. But let's just get into it. Last week I was 5'17". This week I am 5'21.6". And it's like, this is such a pointless weigh-in because it's not real weight. I don't really know what else to say.
It's not real weight. It's fake weight. It's just water weight. Does Nikocado still sell those shirts that say it's just water weight? This seems like such a pointless weigh-in because this isn't real weight. Oh my god, it is. It's a phantom weight. A ghost has inhabited Amberlynn's body and is making her gain weight. This is, it's pretend weight. Yeah, it's all play pretend.
About it, I just want to feel better. I'm just going to keep taking my antibiotics. I'm going to try to be successful in my goals and just continue pushing forward. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Oh my god, guys, this one was wild. This was unhinged. This was a really entertaining one. This was probably my favorite of all her weigh-ins so far. we got a story, we got a cast, we got like a lead up to it, we got like rising and falling action, we got a climax, we got a resolution. Like this was art. This was a nice little story time. Mantha, thank you for 15 months. Got me through a breakup after 5 years. At least I still have this one. Hey, at least you still have your membership of giving me $5 a month instead of that 5-year relationship. Never mind that. Thank you, Mantha. Amberlynn, cellulitis, legs full of sewage water. Thank you for the super chat. Amber needs a stick to clean her legs. Oh, God. Katniss, thank you for 15 months, hon. How's our membership baby doing? You have custody. Don't come at me. I thought you had custody. Thank you, Katniss. NJ, thank you. That's how I feel before a seizure. Amberlynn, epilepsy arc. Ooh, an epilepsy arc. Or maybe like a narcolepsy arc. Maybe on her live streams, she'll just like start sleeping to get out of them. I don't know. Lonnie, thank you so much. Did the spirits tell her to let Wasabi out? I don't know. Maybe the same ghost that inhabited her to make her gain 5 pounds also let the back door open. I don't know. If there is the ability to blame the ghost, there probably is some paranormal activity taking place. Kennedy, thank you. I had back surgery today and your streams are helping. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you're feeling better, hon. I know back pain can be pretty debilitating. Oh. Jessica, thank you, Jessica. I named my cat Fupa because of Amberlynn. Oh, I'm sure your cat really appreciates being called Fupa. Well, I would rather be in your care and be named Fupa than be named, I don't know, Julia in Chantal's care. S, thank you. Do you think her bathroom counter is broken? I don't know, but just from Amberlynn living in an apartment, I can imagine she doesn't get her security deposit back for one reason or another. Diana, thank you. Use a wig to see if you can pull the long style. I've worn wigs on here before. Thank you, Diana. Belle, hi, Belle. Looking cute tonight, Turdy. Turd heart hands to you in the chat, Turdy. Oh my god, that's what they call me on... That's what Sala calls me, Turdy. And then I was thinking like, oh, he probably likes that because like that's his thing, Turdy. Yeah, they have more nicknames for me over on the other side of Girl World than Amberlynn does. Amberlynn doesn't really call me names like Chantal does. Turdy, Boardy. I think that she's called me Hordy. Fork over Twinkie, thank you so much for the super chat. Free like a bird, maybe cellulitis. Fork over Twinkie, that's a hysterical name. Stephanie, thank you so much. I want ICL surgery for my eyes, but I don't qualify for LASIK and my eyes also reject contacts. Yeah, God, aren't eyes just... Ugh. And like my eyes are bad. Like I have like -7. Like it's bad. I don't know. Maybe they'll come up with some new procedure or something. Girly Gamer 86, thank you. Anxiety ruined my life. She uses it as a tool to get out of things. It's a mockery of the disorder. Get diagnosed or shut up. Oh, well, she would tell you that she has been diagnosed and she's seen many a therapists and they all agree. I don't know. Belle, hi Belle. Oh, you said that, yeah, about the SpongeBob hat. That's funny. Trina, hi. I'm an ophthalmic. Oh my God, I can't read that word. I'm a technician. LASIK's fine, but can cause dryness. Use artificial tears for contacts. When we use screens, our eyes are dry. You know what? Actually, now that you say that, that reminds me. I do have eye drops. I don't know where they went. Oh, here they are. Clear eyes. I do have eye drops. I don't know. Should I do it right now? Huh. Does it matter if like you have your contacts in, or should I take my eyes out? Should I take my eyes out? Oh my God. Should I take my contacts out? Never mind. Sasha, thank you so much. If your contacts get super dry, just get a wet girl to moist them up. Oh. I could maybe like dunk my head into flood water and like get them moistened like that. That's an idea. Tom, thank you so much. When my girlfriend introduced you to me, it was with a Eugenia video. I don't know whose appearance shocks me more, her or Amber. It's 2:30 a.m. and it's time to run for work. I gifted 5 memberships. Cow emojis for this heifer. Oh, I didn't see that earlier. I am so sorry. Tom Adelsey. Okay, you want the cow emoji for your name? I think that you have gifted memberships before, and I just thought to do like the apple seed, because that's what your last name sounds like. But sure, let's get some cow emojis for Tom's generosity. I'm sorry I missed those earlier. Enjoy your run, by the way. Emily, thank you so much for your membership. Welcome, Emily. Ashes, hi Ashes. I was about to say I had LASIK, and I'm so glad that I did. I know. I feel like maybe I probably will. I probably will eventually in life get it. I don't know. Peach. Hi, Peach. She's trying to take your sodium era. I know. How dare her? Well, I don't know. Amberlynn has the most... If I'm deficient or almost deficient on sodium, Amberlynn has enough for the both of us. So I'll be A-okay. Jernicurn, hi. It's her mom's laugh. It's been irking me for weeks. She has amped it up lately, though. Oh, that curled tongue hiss thing. Her mom does that? I didn't notice. Okay, she took it from the mom. That makes sense. Incognito, thank you so much. This dainty girl can only eat over 3,000 calories. It's not good for her to eat lower calorie ranges because that'll mess with her metabolic rate. It's not a good idea. Gorlia, thank you so much. Put her info into ChatGPT. It doesn't say that. She's using a version of ChatGPT that you've never heard of. It goes to another school. Banana, thank you. You should ask ChatGPT what Amber should do to lose weight. I would be able to access all online info about her. I would want to know what it says. Oh my God. I've never really used like AI websites or anything like that. Like, so I don't really know how those work. I don't really have any use for them. I mean, like maybe like if I were enrolled in school right now, I would, but I don't really have any use for them. But I know that some people treat those websites like their therapist or like someone to talk to. So Nicole, thank you so much for 14 months. She misunderstood ChatGPT. It said to maintain. She's being dumb. She needs to ask how many days to lose weight. Hope you're good. Selective hearing, huh? Thank you so much, Nicole. Abs, hi Abs. I'm usually replay gang, but I'm tuning in with my uncle's dog, who I'm dog sitting. Nala says hi. Turtle heart hands to you. Turtle heart hands back to you, Abs. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I've known a Nala before. She was adorable. Dead Switch, hello. So she told Noom she wants to maintain her weight. I guess. Maybe that's all that she can handle at this point. Slime, thank you. If ChatGPT told her Helen Keller was real, would she believe it? No. She should ask ChatGPT how far the sun is from us. Whip, hi Whip. Amber is basically a reaction channel at this point. She just echoes everything that they say. I mean, in a way, Amberlynn has always had a dialogue with reaction channels without really saying the reaction channel's name before. So, nothing new. Thank you, Whip. Cypher, Jordy, will you be my caretaker? I promise I won't need your help to wipe or use the bathroom sink. So what would you need help for? What, driving you around? I could do that. Stephanie, thank you. Mama is a roto-rooting the shower drain. Oh, her mom is roto-rooting the shower drain. Well, I don't know. Better than to put that responsibility onto a plumber, I guess. Mage and Brooke, thank you. I'm 34 weeks pregnant and I've gotten up to 250. I'm struggling to get around and sleep. No effing way she's doing everything on her own. I know. Could you imagine there being two of you in the same body? I don't think so either. Allie Pass, hi. She has an allergic reaction to the truth. You can't handle the truth. I don't know. Maybe we could get Tom Cruise to dress up as Amberlynn and do a sequel to A Few Good Men as A Few Good Girls. Mariah, thank you. She's never going to lose weight if she can't be real about how much it sucks to be her size. The Torrid cards are reading cognitive dissonance, Pookie. I mean, I don't think that she would disagree with you. I mean, she's said like she has like dissociative and cognitive issues and all that. I don't know. I just, at this point, it all comes back to if she doesn't do inpatient, it's over. Game over. JJ, thank you so much. She got trenchulitis. Is that a blend of cellulitis and trench foot? Deborah, hi. I just feel general mayonnaise. Oh, God. Not low fat mayonnaise, just general. Love to Jordy and the funniest gang on YouTube. You guys cheer me right up. Thank you so much for being around for 13 months, Rosie. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you find the chat as fun and entertaining as I do. Butterfly, hello. It's just flood water weight. Yeah, it's not water weight. It's flood water weight. Mary, thank you. Amber gained weight because of global warming. I don't know. I've heard that it's supposed to be a hot summer. Like, on record, like this summer is supposed to be like the hottest. Like, because like every summer for the past couple of years, it's like been the hottest ever on record. So I could so see her being like, oh, it's so hot out. I can't go outside. I just have to sit in the air all day. JJ, thank you. The weight was as real as Helen Keller. Oh, well, that wouldn't make it real then because she doesn't believe in her. Anna, hi Anna, conspiracy time. What if Emily and Amber are still together, like Nick and Orlin, supporting the toxicity to profit? I don't know, girl. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I mean, if they are still together, she's obviously not broadcasting or talking about their relationship, so that really doesn't mean anything for us in terms of like an entertainment point of view. So I kind of think like, who cares? I don't know. NH, hi. She claims that cellulitis causes vomiting and that she doesn't eat in days, but she gained weight. Legs must be soaking up water like sponges. Yeah. I have a fever. I can't eat. I've been throwing up. But I gained 5 pounds. It's just water weight. Bo Echo Squalor, thank you for 14 months. I've had a bad day and you're helping me feel better. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate it. Thank you for finding my channel and commentary entertaining. I hope you feel better, hon. Dead Switch, also, thank you so much for your membership. We also had Twigs come in with 3 months. Jordy, hearing you read these usernames, I swear, these girls are too much and we love it. It's just like a soap opera. It's just like reality TV. Thank you for 3 months. Not Marsha, thank you. If she had chills and fever, those might be signs of sepsis. I don't know. She probably figures at this point, like, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I don't know what she thinks, honestly. Caitlin, she said that she loses her appetite when she has cellulitis. Also, I hate that material that her tops are made out of. Well, you might have to take that up with Torrid. Yeah, she loses her appetite when she has cellulitis, but gains weight. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. JJ, thank you so much. Y'all are getting LASIK, and Amber is getting leg sick. Shh. Leg sick. That's like fortune teller. Acid wash, thank you. I don't know how much longer I can handle Amber, but thanks for making her more palatable. Honestly, you could quit watching for a few months, come back at the end of summer, and probably nothing will be different. Deborah, thank you again. The world according to Chat ALR. Oh my god, a new AI system, Chat ALR. And it just gives you bad advice about everything. $1 million idea. Carrie, hi. I work at an eye clinic. Do it not with contacts in. It's an artificial tear. It has no preservatives. Contacts make your eyes dry. Oh, okay. So maybe from now on when I take contacts out, that'll be the first thing I do before putting my glasses on. Thank you for the suggestion. W, thank you. If she is over 5 pounds, or sorry, if she gained 5 pounds, she has to be consuming like 17,000 calories per chat. 17,000 calories. Like, I can't even comprehend that. Oh, God. I mean, do I even have that in a week? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. But what I do know is I think that is going to be it for today's live stream. So we are caught up with the members only live stream. We are caught up with her weigh-in. Tomorrow will be Les Talk, in which Amberlynn will be addressing rumors. She'll be talking about different things that people are saying about her. She'll be talking to people on Instagram. So the Les Talk will be uploaded tomorrow. We are not going to be live tomorrow. We will, however, be we will be live on Friday. So Friday we will do Les Talk, as well as the Friday. No, there's no Friday upload. I'm sorry. So we'll probably do Les Talk, and then time permitting, we'll start with victims. Saturday, and then the weekend will probably just be like mostly Beck talk. So that will be what's in store for this weekend. But yeah, I suppose that's the tentative schedule for now. I don't know. Until next time, y'all. Venturing into and out of the Amberverse, just like floodwater.